Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I have Gary Engels on the line, and he's CEO over at MyGig. Gary, welcome to the show.
Hey, Adam. Glad to be here.
All right, Gary. So a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of executives that listen to this show and building reoccurring income, and especially when you can do that through referrals or referring real business, that's a big deal. So just to get us kicked off here, let's just get into your background. Like, how did you get started as an entrepreneur and really getting into this business? Where did that begin for you?
Oh man, the entrepreneur journey started 25 years ago, and I was a young guy, trying to get into different network marketing and things like this, and didn't know what direction I was going to do, and just whatever I could find. Very entrepreneurial always, and it kind of actually led me into teaching martial arts.
Was that a family thing, by the way? Was that a family thing, or just you were the only one? Like, was it? Where did you get that influence from? That's interesting.
Yeah, very, very important. Yeah. So my dad started a business early on. I think I was 12 when he started his first business, his copy shop, print design business. And so I got to watch him go through all the struggles of building a brick and mortar business and starting that and kind of going through that. And then, my stepdad ran a tree removal business. So I got to see the work ethic side of, running a labor type business, and that kind of thing and what that all entailed.
Were you out there cutting trees down too? That's a tough business,
oh yeah, definitely.
Man. I
definitely did some of that too. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, I had a cousin who was into that, who was a lumberjack for a long, long time, and man, it was a cool business. But I'm scared of heights. I was like, I ain't doing it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's tough work, man. That's it. And that those influences early on. I remember them telling me, it's like, man, go work with your brain instead of your body. And that was such an influential part of my life, is just watching them, beat themselves up and kind of do this. But, built a successful business and watched all the ups and downs of it and how to sell. You have to go sell the services and things like that. I got into teaching martial arts because I've been a martial artist since I was 5 years old and kind of grew up in that world. And when I was 22, I started a martial arts school. And so that was my answer to working with my brain versus my body, right? And I don't know if I really succeeded in that, going through and earning my black belt with Hoist Gracie and Hoist Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. And it's a tough journey, you're working your body in that too. In that process of, the last 20 years of running a martial arts school, I built it to be something that is sustainably easy to run. 3 hours a night, 4 days a week, super simple, but produces a full-time income for me and my family, and it's been great. Well, in the last 20 years in that process, we've had consistently 200 members on the mats, and it's kind of like there's a glass ceiling. And so I've always looked at what are some other side income, additional type business type things that I could pursue that could, help my family grow. Kind of school is running great, but always looking for what else is out there, right? And so I've always, kind of dove into this and tried that over the years. And what's interesting is MyGig came about. First of all, I'm not the founder of MyGig. I am the CEO, but the founder created this whole idea, this whole ecosystem around all these different business services. And, at any business, whether you're a tree removal business or a graphic design business like my dad, or a martial arts school, or these small businesses, or you're a gig worker, right? And 51% of the United States workforce has a 1099, right? Instead of a W-2 or on top of a W-2, right? They are considered gig workers in that way, right? An independent contractor. And the Gen Z, that's 72% of Gen Z has a 1099. And so, again, whether you're a small business owner or you're a gig worker, or we even work with some larger like accounting firms and things like that use our services, they all need certain things, right? They all need health insurance, right? They all need IT solutions, right? To protect their computers and their systems and their emails and things like that. Whatever kind of business you have, you need these things. And that's really what we do. We cater to the business owner who needs to work on their credit, who needs financing options, who needs all these business services that can really truly serve them. And MyGig was created as an affiliate platform to help, fulfill these different services. So you share the services with somebody and you can actually earn some recurring income based on that referral.
And so when you look at people that are just getting started with the platform now, as I'm understanding this, and correct me if I'm off, there's two sides of the platform. There's the businesses that are being referred, and then there's those doing the referrals, and maybe sometimes that could be the same person, but maybe sometimes not. Can you go a little bit further into that and like what it looks like to participate?
Sure. I mean, we have a lot of just customers, right? Just people that, businesses that, have come in and using our services. And a good example of that would be like a restaurant, right? A restaurant comes in and uses we have a tax credit service that we partnered with an accounting firm that's been around for 10 years. And they've done over $1 billion in tax credits over the years, including ERC and self-employed tax credit. And those have all expired. But now we're focused on helping these restaurants get this FICA tip credit. And it's a really big deal. I mean, they can do a look back at 3 years and get some found money. It doesn't cost them anything, but we help these restaurant owners find this found money. That's a great service. And it's something that there's a lot of customers that, or maybe restaurants or other tip related businesses, hospitality businesses that are coming in and using our services. And they might add in some other additional things like our health insurance and things like that we have also. The other side of that is, the certified resellers, right? The people that are out there selling these services, and some of them need the services also, right? And some of them are just coming in and sharing it with their networks. Like I said, an accounting firm or something might come in and they have, 10,000 clients, and they're just rolling it out to their clients and adding additional benefit and adding in revenue stream as well.
And looking at the types of services on there, how does, if somebody's listening, a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of executives that listen to this show, if somebody wants to get their businesses listed on or connect about figuring out like if it's a good fit, like what does that look like?
That's an important thing is we don't really work with everybody. We have a very strong vetting process, and we only work with just a handful of services that they never ever overlap, right? We've already got we already have a service, right, that improves our credit. They're our exclusive partner, in that, and we're not going to take on 7 different, credit referral services and things like that. We don't need everybody. And so in that way, the partnerships that we work with, we have several enterprise partners and some different services that we bring on, and we can definitely have those conversations. But we're not out there looking for everybody to be able to refer. We're looking for the right solutions that we know can truly benefit and help those businesses out there.
And now for those that are looking on earning some extra side income, I mean, with this particular platform, talk about the opportunity a bit.
There's everything from like the one-off big commission kind of a thing, right? Like the FICA tax credit that I was referring to. You could go in and help a restaurant just get some found money that, was owed to them over 3 years of overpaid FICA taxes, right? That they can get. And the commission can be substantial, right? I mean, if you're working with especially a higher end restaurant that maybe serves alcohol and they have higher ticket values, those can be some very large numbers, and you get a one lump sum, referral, a commission on that for referring that business. And then the other side of that equation is something like maybe a health insurance, our buoy, our PEO services that we have. That might be something where you have your commission might be $2 per employee per month on a company that signs up for something like that. And so, lower end, but now it's a recurring commission for the life of that contract. And these are sticky services that, once a company steps in and they start using like an IT solution or something like that, they're not looking to change that in a few months. They stick around for years. And so you get paid in the recurring side of that contract.
What's one of the mistakes that you find when people are trying to earn a side income or trying to supplement their income? What are some things that you see there? What should they be thinking about too when they're thinking about like working with other, companies or even programs like MyGig?
Yeah. The biggest thing I see is that they are so focused on the sale, right? And the, come on, you got to sign up with me, right? Or you have to, and they miss the boat. And they don't focus on the service side of it. And that's really something that we try to help educate everybody on that comes on board is, listen, when you have, something of real value, when you have real value that you go into a business and you can truly help that business, it's not a sale anymore. It is just literally holding a hand out and saying, here, I can help you save money on this, or I can help you find money, or I can help you increase your revenue by signing up for this service. Can I help you, check it out at least, and look into it? And they're like, oh yeah, if you can help me do that, great. And now it's not about a sale, it's about service.
That's awesome. Well, Gary, this has been great. I mean, I'm curious, what's next for you? What's next for MyGig? Like, talk about some of as you continue to grow this, talk about some of the vision. I mean, as CEO of the company, what are some of your visions for this platform going forward?
Yeah, right now we are rapidly expanding our certified resellers, and we have some new services that are coming on board with some different offerings that we're going to be bringing on with some different tax credits and things like that we have that are great, and some different recurring revenue services. But right now we are really focused on helping those certified resellers expand their networks, and get those first few sales coming in when they get started. And so we have, like I said, partnered with several different organizations that represent hundreds of thousands of certified resellers right now, and we're just in this massive growth phase right now, and just helping new people come on board and get started and really start to get those first few wins.
That's awesome. And Gary, if somebody's listening or watching this, and if they want to follow up and they want to learn more about, getting into the certified reseller program, or if they're on the other side and maybe they have a great deal or a great offer that they want to run by your team to see if it's a good fit to work with your team, what does that look like?
Yeah. You guys go right to joinmygig.com. And you'll find all the information about the different services that we offer and how to sign up for it. And actually, there's a great overview video that you can watch that kind of goes through all that stuff more in detail if you're looking to learn more. But yeah, joinmygig.com. That'd be the place to go.
Fantastic. And for everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes so that you can just click on the link and head right on over. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way in your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe button. And Gary, one more time, let me have that website one more time, please.
joinmygig.com. You got it.
Fantastic. Everybody go check out joinmygig.com. And Gary, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it.